Hello, this is Liz Homsy again with a few more tips for folks who are looking to stay engaged and involved with your communities during COVID-19. As I mentioned in my last video, staying engaged with your community and the issues that really matter in your area can be an incredible aid both to those your actions are helping and for your own mental health. Thankfully for me, through my practice, which is in criminal defense, civil rights, and election law, I've gotten to know some amazing activists and leaders in my community, and they've kind of helped me find a bunch of ways to stay engaged safely for anyone, not just lawyers. So to Amina, a local violence interrupter, an activist, Kathy, who works in social work and is also a fellow activist, and again, Jessica, who is the head of my Solidarities chapter, or Sundays chapter, and is an activist in our area, I want to say a big thank you for the work that you do and for helping me cull down this list. And again, a big thank you to the Women's Project for giving me the opportunity to continue this series for folks who are looking for ways to stay engaged. In this video, I wanted to give both folks who feel more comfortable leaving their homes, either because they already work outside the home and still wish to engage, or because they're taking necessary precautions and they feel safe now to engage with their communities, as well as folks who don't feel comfortable going out. Just some actions you can take if you choose. Please do not take this to mean that anyone should feel compelled to leave their homes. There are a bunch of ways to stay connected and impact your community while staying inside, and I really encourage people only to engage to the extent you feel comfortable. Remember, giving back is important for the community, but it's not more important than your own physical and mental well-being, especially since that's the reason why a lot of folks want to do these actions. So take things slowly and stay in your comfort zones. So there are a bunch of ways to stay engaged right now. First off, in every major city and most communities in general, there are a ton of mutual aid societies cropping up. These organizations serve a variety of functions, starting with just raising money and giving that directly to people in need, like the Chicago COVID-19 Hardship and Help page does near me, or to a little bit more hands-on work, like where organizations that I found like Mutual Aid Medford and Somerville, or MAMAs, which has focused on, creating neighborhood pods to check up on community members, other kinds of community support. There are also some small mutual aid pods that do things like pick up groceries for people who can't afford delivery services, walk dogs for people who need it, especially for people who are elderly or disabled, and those sorts of things in your own areas. Mutual aid focuses on small communities and uses a variety of apps, like Nextdoor, for example, to stay in touch with people in your area. This can give people a lifeline if you're already socially isolated beyond the difficulties of sheltering in place. Representative Ocasio-Cortez put out a very comprehensive guide to building neighborhood pods for mutual aid, and I strongly recommend giving it a read before trying it out yourself. Otherwise, look to churches, synagogues, or other religious institutions if you are a member of a community of faith. Very frequently, they're putting those together for their own individual religious communities. Remember, for those looking to put pods together, always keep your own health and the health of those around you at the forefront of your mind, and stay safe when you're doing it. If you feel sick, obviously, maybe you shouldn't be going out and shopping for others, that sort of a thing. And always take into account what you are comfortable with. So another amazing way to stay engaged in your community is through working with your local food banks. FeedingAmerica.org has a wonderful site which will allow folks to search food banks in their neighborhoods and see what kind of assistance they need. Most of these places are going to need money, first and foremost, but with the need being so great right now, in many cities, these facilities that will need folks to pack grocery bags and care packages, drive things to needy people who can't leave their homes, or perform a bunch of other functions that really do need manpower. Again, if you are unable to help out with these sorts of activities, please stay home, donate, help amplify their voices, that sort of a thing. There's nothing too little to do out there, and these sorts of places need all the help they can get. Finally, for folks who want to help our beleaguered clinic systems in our country, consider joining together with some friends or other organizations and adopting a clinic in your area. Small rural healthcare clinics and small clinics in general, especially those that are providing reproductive care or are in rural or underserved areas, are in some pretty desperate situations right now, and they really need your help more than ever. Many of these clinics are the only places providing healthcare of any kind in a general vicinity, and they definitely need the support. So groups, for those interested in reproductive care, groups like Abortion Access Front, which just streamed a fantastic show yesterday in support of reproductive health clinics, as well as Midwest Access Coalition and others, can help groups of individuals or organizations sponsor food, PPE, medicine, or other purchases that these clinics really badly need. Similar organizations exist for a variety of different clinical types, whether you're looking for religious clinics or just clinics that are providing general health care to underserved communities. You can find some. They very regularly need your support, and they also regularly need volunteers to help with a variety of tasks. Again, only do what you're comfortable with, but anything from donating money to writing thank you cards to volunteering to help them with some of their more menial tasks can go a very long way. So I'll be putting together a couple more of these videos for folks looking to stay engaged. So please stay safe, stay connected, and if you feel it will help you to help those around you, please get in touch with one of the many organizations in your area that could use the money, manpower, or help. And stay safe out there. Have a good one.